The burned plank roads winding through these mountains tell a story of entrapment. After being granted the remote Hanzhong region, Liu Bang finds his ambitions choked by these jagged peaks. His rival, Xiang Yu, has ensured isolation by destroying the very paths that connect him to the heart of China. Every day spent here weakens his forces, while across the mountains, 3 former Qin generals consolidate their power. The clock is ticking. Escape this prison or perish in obscurity. But in this moment of despair, General Han Xin sees what others miss. While everyone focuses on the destroyed eastern routes, he studies the northern wilderness. There lies the ancient Chencang road, rugged, nearly forgotten, but potentially passable. It's a gamble that could redeem them all, or complete their ruin. We shall repair what's broken, he tells his doubting officers, while preparing to move where they least expect. The performance begins. Day after day, the Han army makes a spectacular show of rebuilding the burned plank roads. The sound of hammers echoes through the valleys. Visible clouds of dust rise above the construction sites, and troop movements suggest an imminent eastern offensive. It's a masterpiece of military theater. Every detail designed to convince the enemy that the Han forces are exactly where they appear to be, doing exactly what they seem to be doing. Han Xin understands that deception requires commitment. He orders work to continue through the night, with torches illuminating the cliff faces. A visible declaration of their intentions. His commanders play their parts perfectly, discussing fictitious timetables and imaginary battle plans within earshot of enemy scouts. The performance is so convincing that even some of their own soldiers believe the eastern route is their only way forward. But under cover of darkness, the real operation begins. While the spectacle of reconstruction continues to hold the enemy's gaze, elite units slip away northward. They move like ghosts, muffled equipment, covered tracks, communicating through hand signals alone. The contrast couldn't be more striking. Public display versus private action, the obvious versus the unexpected. Han Xin positions himself at the crossroads of deception and reality, overseeing both the performance and the preparation. He understands that the success of the hidden maneuver depends entirely on the credibility of the public display. Every hammer strike on the plank roads, every torch lit in the night, makes the silent march through the northern wilderness that much more likely to succeed. While the enemy watches the spectacle of the repaired plank roads, the real strike force navigates the forgotten Chencang path. This is no ordinary march. It's a feat of endurance and precision. For days, they move through near impassable terrain, maintaining absolute silence. The success of the entire campaign depends on their ability to appear out of nowhere, like ghosts materializing from the wilderness. The contrast between the two operations couldn't be more extreme. One is all noise and spectacle, designed to be seen. The other is utter silence and secrecy, designed to be invisible. Each hammer strike on the plank roads covers the sound of a footfall on the Chencang path. Every torch lit in the east helps keep the western route in darkness. In his hidden command post, Han Xin receives updates from both fronts. The intelligence is clear. The enemy has taken the bait completely, concentrating forces to block the expected eastern attack. This creates the perfect opportunity for the western strike. Han Xin gives the order to quicken the pace. They must emerge from the mountains before the enemy realizes the deception. As dawn breaks on the 8th day, the advance guard emerges from the mountain passes. Before them lies the heartland of a central China, undefended, unprepared, and completely vulnerable. The strategic gamble has paid off. While the enemy stares at the obvious threat, the real danger has arrived from an entirely unexpected direction. The moment of revelation arrives with shocking suddenness. While the enemy awaits an attack from the east, Han Xin's army strikes from the north. The gates of the central plain swing open before them, defended only by token forces. The psychological impact is devastating. To see an army materialize where no army should be, this is the culmination of their daring plan. Not just to escape their mountain prison, but to emerge in the heartland of their enemies. Back at the plank roads, the enemy main force still waits for an attack that will never come. Their commanders grow increasingly confused by the silence from the Han positions. But by the time they realize the deception, Han Xin's banners already fly over the strategic passes. The perfect coordination of the two operations, the distraction and the strike, proves decisive. General Zhang Han, the defender of the Central Plains, finds himself in an impossible position. His main forces are positioned to block the wrong pass, his supply lines are cut, and his troops are demoralized by this unexpected attack. The very preparedness that should have been his strength becomes his weakness. He prepared for the expected, while Han Xin delivered the unimaginable. In a single brilliant maneuver, Han Xin has transformed the strategic situation. The Han forces are no longer trapped in their mountain prison, but masters of the fertile Central Plains. More importantly, they have demonstrated a new way of waging war, where intelligence and innovation triumph over brute force. The victory at Chencang will open the way to their ultimate goal, the unification of China under the Han banner. The wisdom of Chencang transcends time and culture. Today, its essence lives on wherever innovation challenges convention. The tech startup that quietly develops a revolutionary product while competitors focus on traditional markets. The athlete who trains in secret while rivals study their old techniques. The diplomat who finds solutions outside established frameworks. All understand this eternal truth. Breakthrough often comes from where we're least expected. What makes the Chencang strategy universally compelling is its deep understanding of human psychology. We're wired to focus on the obvious, the visible, the expected. True innovators understand this tendency and work with it, showing the world what it expects to see while building the future in unexpected places. This isn't deception, it's the art of redirecting attention to create space for transformation. The mountains where this strategy unfolded still stand, but the lessons have traveled far beyond their peaks. In boardrooms and research labs, on sports fields and in artistic studios, the spirit of Chencang continues to inspire. It reminds us that limitations are often illusions, that obstacles can become advantages, and that the most direct path isn't always the straightest one. As new generations face their own mountains and their own Chén paths, this ancient Chinese strategy offers a timeless compass, not a blueprint to copy, but a mindset to embrace. See beyond the obvious, value preparation over showmanship, and remember that true strength lies not in following paths, but in creating them.